quote of the week, if you guys had a chance to see that, is one person with passion is better than 40 people merely interested. And we've kind of highlighted that before, right? Are you merely interested in creating a business for life? Are you merely interested in doing the things that we talk about? Are you passionate about that? And for those of you that know me, I mean, I'm very passionate about a lot of things in my life. But there's a difference between being passionate about things and having passion for what you're doing. Being passionate is temporal. It's short-lived. It's in the moment. It's in the heat of the moment oftentimes where we become passionate about something, whether it's rightly or wrongly justified. But having passion is something that you wake up every day excited about going and doing. I had a conversation with a good friend of mine this weekend, and it was amazing. I never knew this, but he has no passion for the job that he is doing. And he just shows up for it because it's a paycheck, because it provides for his family. And it allowed me to really think about, like, man, how fortunate am I that I have passion for what we do every day. We're going to be going down to Denver today, and I know I got 4 hours to pick his brain. And I got 4 hours where we're going to be like, okay, we're going to watch this video, we're going to listen to this podcast, we're going to make these phone calls, we're going to do these things. But I mean, if I didn't have passion for this, it'd be like, okay, what are we doing for the weekend? What are we going to do? You know, how can we get to the lake? Or I wouldn't be talking about business. And do you have that passion in this industry? Do you wake up passionate about your clients? Do you wake up passionate about going into that listing presentation and going, you know what, I hope they have 2 people that are going to be competing against me because I'm going to step up my game and I'm going to win this listing because I now have an opportunity to really prove why I am the best. Do you have that passion yet? And if you don't, how do we get you to that passion? How do we find out that area in this business and this industry that brings out that passion inside of you? This weekend we have 13 kids on our baseball team, 9 years old. And I'm telling you what, these kids have passion. They don't maybe not also have the right direction, but they have passion. And they don't care. This is what I love about our age group right now of 9s, is that they don't care if they win or lose. At the end of the day, they really don't. I mean, as soon as that game is over, it's where's the pool at? What are we getting for food? You know, can I go play with the kids? We go play wiffle ball. And they just got done playing 6 innings, 2 hours, or 4 games, or whatever. I mean, that's what they want to do. But they have all this just absolute passion for playing the game. And oftentimes, I think that we run out of that passion, even in our own industry, right? How many of us have dealt with a really horrible client? Right? And you just go, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. You've drained me. I'm done. I don't want to show up tomorrow. Or you're still working with that client and you're like, I am just so done with you. You make my day miserable, right? And unfortunately, that is our industry. That's everybody's industry. If you're a teacher, if you ever talk to a teacher, there's a lot of hard things that they have to deal with. The fortunate thing in this industry right here is that we have control of our business. We have control of how our day looks. We have control of how we attack the day, the stories we tell ourselves. And so we can bring that passion on every level. Passion without effort, though, is pretty much worthless. And one of the things I think that we do really well in our company is we provide the effort with the passion. We also provide the knowledge. So if you hit all 3 of those targets, passion, effort, and knowledge, that's when you create a career in this industry. Because I can be passionate about something, but if I have no knowledge about what I'm talking about, or if I'm not providing the effort for that, passion will die pretty fast. And your passion won't continue to get better and bigger and help you succeed throughout the years. Your passion will eventually die, because if you're not putting forth the effort, it's what we call pious platitude. Right? I use the phrase a lot, show me, don't tell me. Right? We talked to our kids this weekend a lot. Hey, go show me, just don't tell me you're going to go do it. And it's the same thing in this industry with you, with myself. If I just stood up here and just told you all the things that I was going to do for you, but I never actually did it, I'd have a lot of passion, but you guys wouldn't buy into what we do. If I didn't back that up with the effort behind it and provide the stuff that we talk about, big deal. So if we can bring the passion that I think we all have inside, every one of us has passion. It's just a matter of if we're actually directing it in the right way. The effort, so that effort is the daily grinding, the things every day. Those people that are successful, not only in this industry, but if they're successful in life, they're putting the effort every single day, and they're doing it in the details of the minute things of our lives. Getting up in the morning, starting your day out correctly, making those return phone calls, calling them for sale by owners, doing the right things on online lead generation, doing the follow-up on the phone calls for sale by or for open houses. You know, we talk about, like, last night, man, we were 2 hours talking about all the great things that we provide as a company. But if I wasn't fully committed in knowing that the integrity of what we were talking about is stuff that we actually truly do, not only did I just lie to those close clients, but I made the reputation of what Coldwell Banker stands for pretty bad. So everything that I had to be talking about yesterday, about all the things that we do that are great, successful, amazing, awesome, and intentional, I know now that we have to back all that up, right? So if you're on a listing appointment or you're talking to clients, talk about all the great things that you're going to do, but show the effort afterwards. Follow up and have the integrity to do exactly what you said you're going to do, because that's what creates clients for life. And have knowledge, right? Be able to tell them, listen, in West Casper, just so you know, 10 homes have sold in the last year, 9 homes are active right now. Absorption rate is almost a year. Let them know that 48% of homes are not selling. Here's what the market is doing. Let them know that, hey, listen, out of the top 4, everybody else has been down about $10 million in total volume. We've been up 2% in volume this year to date. You know, those are powerful words that if you're not expressing the value of what you bring to the table, you're missing a big key to it. You can have all the passion in the world, but if you don't have the effort in it, and then if you certainly don't have the knowledge, you're not hitting all 3 of those cylinders. So passion is awesome, and I think we all have it. Do we all have passion, right? Do we all have the effort? Can we put forward the effort? And I think one of the questions that we should be asking ourselves is, how much effort have we put in this year? You know, that kind of like, what story are we telling ourselves, right? How much effort have I really, truly put into my business this year? Going back to what Bob was talking about with this, and I was talking about with stories, I love this analogy. There was 2 sons, and their father got incarcerated because of bad choices in his life. And so one of the sons, as they grew up, followed down his father's path, started doing all the bad stuff, everything that his father did, ended up getting incarcerated and went in for an interview. And they said, well, how come you chose this path? How come you went through this direction? And the son says, well, like with a father like mine, how could I not do this? The other son goes on to become a multimillionaire and own many businesses, very successful in his life. And they interviewed him as well too, and they said, your dad's in jail, he's incarcerated for life. Your other brother goes to jail. He goes, well, I mean, how did you not fall into that line? And he goes, well, with a dad like mine, how could I not end up in this way? So it goes back to that story that we tell ourselves. And I just love that. We all have things in our lives that we could use as excuses, right? We always have obstacles in it. We all have been given unfair circumstances in it, in our life. I was listening to Brian Buffini stack, and he says, you know what? We should all look at the fact that we all were born with a silver spoon in our mouth. Because we were born in America. This is often, kind of talking about Memorial Day. But we all were born in America, a land of opportunity, the land of freedom, and we have the opportunity to choose our own destiny. I just thought that was awesome. That solidifies it right there. We were all given this great opportunity to be passionate about the industry that we work in, to give the effort that we've been wanting to give, and then the knowledge of it as well too. You have those 3 things right there. I'm telling you this right here. Not only will you be respected in this industry, you will be successful in this industry, and you'll be feared in this industry. Because no one's going to want to go and compete against you to win that listing. And all of these things that we're going to be doing, Zap, online lead generation, go to Buffini, have the leadership series, all of these things are helping us make you guys the best you possibly can be.